This doesn't make any sense. Why is this good eye doctor's lab from Houston, Texas, being foreclosed on by the powers that be? The reason is compelling, but it is not for the weak of heart. Inside one of those sealed rooms lies a secret you weren't supposed to find out about. The real solution to vision loss that no pharma medical worker has dared to make public. Because to them, this life-saving solution that can give any man or woman on this planet crystal clear 20/20 vision in just about 68 days simply shouldn't exist, and it was supposed to stay that way. Due to the high sensitivity of this information, this video is scheduled to be shut down by next Friday at midnight. So if you're still here, find a silent place and watch this closely. Their secret will be unveiled in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Helen Barnes. If you're going blind, or you are worried about going blind, you are 5 minutes away from the biggest breakthrough of your entire life. Because you're about to realize your inevitably decaying vision isn't really inevitable at all. You just thought it was, because you didn't know the truth, and the truth will set you free. As you'll see, if you're here, it means you're hurting. Something just isn't right with your world. When you started squinting your eyes to read the restaurant menu, you didn't think much of it. And when your doctor prescribed you stronger lenses, you ignored that too. This was just a natural part of getting older, right? But then it got worse, and you actually noticed a more faded and blurry image in the mirror every day, an image that's hard to recognize anymore. You began to feel like you were losing control as months and years went by, like your independence and dignity were being robbed from you before your very eyes. You began to question the future. How long will you be able to see the faces of your loved ones? And more importantly, who will look after you when your failing vision won't allow you to move around the house and take care of yourself anymore? You feel trapped in a cycle of anxiety, doubt, and loneliness. People don't look at you the same way, and deep down you know, neither does your spouse. You went from highly respected to ignored and then to pitied, and all it took were a few embarrassing moments caused by your poor eyesight. You keep wondering when it will stop, but deep inside you, you know this process only goes one way. From bad to worse. Your confidence drops by the day. Your very identity is shaken. Am I really the person I used to be? Will my family ever see me the same way? Will I ever see myself the same way? You find yourself at a crossroad. Everyone you trust is telling you you should accept it. Wear your glasses and go on with your life. But for many of you, experiencing constant headaches, nose sores, eye strain, or ear pain, that's just not an option. Before you found this page, you probably tried it all. Heavy glasses, painful lenses, and nauseating medication, noticing that they were either too expensive or too time-consuming, and none had promise of long-term results. And dark hopelessness is setting in. You don't know if it will ever go away. If any of this rings true for you, I have just one thing to say. It isn't your fault. It really isn't. You, along with hundreds of millions of other folks, are suffering from the exact same problem, thinking the exact same thoughts, and are coming to realize the exact same thing. None of this junk you're being offered actually works. Excuse my French. If you feel as if you've wasted your time and money, I hate to say it, but you have. I've been an ophthalmologist for nearly 20 years. And believe me, all my patients wear their glasses religiously. It's not like they have an option. They wear them every day from the moment they open their eyes till they lay down to sleep. And yet, they're still in my office, frustrated and almost as blind as a bat, ready to get new prescription lenses again, or even go under the knife for a slight improvement. I thought I was doing them a service by having them wear glasses. I thought laser surgery is still a better option than counting the days until you're not able to see sunlight anymore. I really thought that until one day, a day that changed me forever. I realized it just doesn't have to be that way. I realized that a problem that seemed out of our control was actually very much in our control, and the $47 billion vision loss industry that's cashing in on this most difficult time of your life. Instead of curing you, they don't even attempt to offer a cure to this condition, a condition which is in many ways destroying our lives by the millions. I will admit, glasses may have some positive results for a little while, but are they the complete solution? Do they actually treat your condition? Here's a little secret they don't want you to know. Did you know that LASIK was linked to severe long-term health complications that led experts in the field to include suicide as an adverse effect of this procedure? If you don't believe me, just type LASIKsuicides.com on Google. The site was taken down, but you can still find the last words of those people, and they know it, and they continue to advertise it, even with blood on their hands. Because the dirty truth is, they don't want a cure. If your vision loss is cured, an entire industry's profits will evaporate into thin air, leaving hundreds of pharma moguls with nothing more to fund their expensive vacations. And by the way, that kind of thinking is what's at the head of many medical problems we face today. The medical industry is no longer interested in cures because you only pay for a cure once, but their products make them money for life. That's why there's so much talk of a cure for everything from chickenpox to yellow fever, but no cure for something vital like vision loss. Sure, sight impairment isn't lethal, but it can lead to accidents that can be. But now, if you aren't mad enough, I'm going to send your blood boiling. What if I told you they aren't looking for a solution to deteriorating vision? Because there is already a solution to deteriorating vision, and that solution has been known to the eye care industry for over 9 years. And yet, this solution hasn't made it into any of their products or been covered in a single article anywhere online. Why? Because it's being suppressed by those in power to protect their mega empire. I really hate to tell this to people because it's really hard to swallow. Vision loss is one big mirage. A problem that had a solution long, long ago. A problem you don't need to be suffering from because your body and nature already have everything you need to revive your entire ocular system and keep it healthy until the day you die. It's nearly free and lasts longer than any product on the market would promise you. This rare compound, which costs almost nothing and has 0 side effects, took Matt David's 34 from this to this. I ask you again, why wasn't this in the papers, the health magazines? Don't you think they'd be embracing a solution like this? Well, now you know better. The explanation is simple. $5.8 billion in reorder sales from disposable, factory-made prescription lenses. This money and their goons are the only things standing between you and this solution. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but as an insider in this industry, I can assure you there is a conspiracy to keep you from the true solution to eye impairment, and all the proof you need is right in front of your eyes. This 39-year-old woman went from this to this. And 57-year-old Merson Morris went from this to this. These people threw away their glasses after at least 10 years of strong prescription lenses. But you'll never get near any of these results unless you stay tuned here until the end of this video when I blow the lid off what happened here. What follows in this video is the part where we were threatened with a lawsuit if we kept it up. The cat is coming out of the bag now. Their vision loss solutions aren't actually solutions. They are money drainers. They claim to be the experts. But as usual, the emperor had no clothes. It only takes one little child to say it, and the whole kingdom comes crashing down. And I guess that child is me this time. They have something to hide. We don't. We publish our test results, but also pay attention to the long-term side effects, comparing them to the other treatment options. And as you can see, we produce better results, faster, over longer periods of time than any of all the 3 popular options available for vision loss, with one major difference: absolutely no side effects. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are side effects. Our people feel more healthy, they have more energy, and they sleep better. Because when you heal your vision, you heal your entire being. As it turns out, there is a solution to fading vision, and it's just not fair that this natural solution is kept from you. It isn't fair that you have to suffer one more day. Like I said, my name is Helen Barnes, and I live in Houston, Texas, with my beloved husband, Tori, and my 2 daughters, Blake and Christy. I graduated from Baylor College of Medicine, and I was for a time one of the foremost ophthalmologists in New York. Many well-known business magnates and celebrities have come to my practice for the pain-free solutions or non-invasive surgeries we provide. On the outside, I was on top of my game, but I wasn't really all that happy inside. I knew that my practice was imperfect. It's hard to admit this, but 1% of my patients had mild side effects, like headaches after the first 10 years. Most of my competitors were around 15%. Some call laser surgeries the perfect crime. For this reason, the damage only shows up later. It was a horrible cost of doing business to leave someone scarred for life. But I figured I was helping more than I was hurting, at least providing better service than my competitors, and I went on with my life. But I was really deeply wishing there was a way I could help these people with no harm at all. Lying in bed, I wondered if what I was doing was really right. After all, the essence of the Hippocratic oath I took was to do no harm. Did I really deliver on that promise? I shoved these thoughts in the back of my mind until a window cracked open for me one day. It started when a woman named Olivia Evans came into my office. Olivia was in the prime of her life, but she wasn't feeling prime about it. And she had lost everything because of her deteriorating eyesight. She came to my office with her mother, the only person left to care for her after she lost her florist job, because she simply couldn't distinguish between the different kinds of flowers she worked with anymore. Her glasses were so thick you could get a headache only by looking at them, and she was only 28. She was extremely distraught. I asked her about how long this was going on, and she literally started to cry in my office, telling me it started when she was 19. She has been switching to stronger and stronger glasses every few months ever since then. She married her husband, hoping this would go away, and they'd be able to have a beautiful family. She always tried to hide the severity of her condition by not wearing her glasses around the house. One day, he came home earlier and saw her wearing the Coke bottle glasses. He told her he doesn't want blind children and left her a few days later. I've had people who are upset, but I never saw a patient so emotional about wearing glasses. So I dug a little deeper to find out why. Turns out she grew up in a family of Australian Aborigines with really dark, almost black eye color. She is the only one in this family who is going blind, including parents and grandparents. It was very lonely. I recommended a laser procedure, and it was successful. She is extremely happy now. She recently sent me a picture of herself with her new boyfriend, who just proposed to her. The whole incident shook me. Something bothered me about it, and I had to figure out what it was. Why haven't I seen a black-eyed person in my office before? Why was she the only one among her Australian native friends, when in the United States, it's common to see children wearing glasses as young as 5. So I started to research. I knew that black eyes are less likely to develop visual impairments due to greater amount of pigment and melanin in the iris. If you have a lighter eye color, and that includes brown, hazel, and basically every eye color that's not black, your eyes are more sensitive to light because you have less pigment and melanin in your iris to protect your eyes from the sun. This means that you could have a greater risk of macular degeneration, and that you might find yourself squinting more when you go outside during the day. Moreover, there are a few studies that have looked at the impact of eye color on daily physical performance. The research team from the University of Louisville found that people with dark eye colors perform better at reactive tasks like hitting balls and playing defense. If you don't believe me, just Google top 100 NFL players of all time. What do Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor, Jim Brown, Tony Gonzalez, and Reggie White have in common? Besides their hard work and ambition, one thing: black eyes. Seeing all this, I was intrigued and couldn't help myself but wonder, is that all genetics? Or we could use this information to help find a solution, like the one I've been dreaming of. So I looked for studies that might help me figure out why some eye colors had so much problem with vision loss and others didn't. I have a med school buddy who is a researcher for Novartis. I thought he might be able to shed some light on this. I was surprised to hear him say that Novartis has done a lot of research on vision loss, but most studies are not released to the public. For reasons I quickly understood, I asked if I could see them. He said to give him a few days, and he should be able to get the clearance he needs. And he did. Like a kid in a candy store, I looked that research over from cover to cover, then ran a search to see if there was anything on eye color and ethnicity and its effect on vision loss. As it turns out, there was a huge study done on this exact topic, working with a big sample population from each of the major countries involved in the analysis. The research was exhaustive. It was a tremendous study, analyzing everything from their lifestyle to their genetics. They went so far as to analyze not only blood types, but the concentration of certain vitamins and minerals in the blood. related to vision loss. The study also mentioned hypercoagulability, which is basically the thickness of your blood. Hypercoagulability is often responsible for vision loss. I was no stranger to it. You see, hypercoagulability, or increased blood thickness, is a natural aging process triggered by normal water loss in the body. As years go by, your body's capacity of storing water decreases, as our water composition can change from roughly 70% to as little as 50%. However, the natural blood thickening process occurs at a level so small the changes in blood are barely detectable and don't interact with the regular blood circulation. That's why this isn't a disease and does not count among common health concerns for seniors. The blood that supplies most of your organs is not disrupted by a slight increase in blood density. However, there is a vital part of your body that's supplied by veins 50 times thinner than the normal thread, which makes it hard to be supplied with blood that lost initial liquidity. The one particular organ that's supplied by the tiniest blood vessels in the entire body. Wondering which one is that? It's your eyes. In basic terms, as years go by and your blood thickens, the worse it gets for your eyes. Though your other organs will not even react to this natural process, your eyes are deprived of their supply of blood, oxygen, and nutrients, which gradually leads to eye shrinkage and vision failure. Now here is when things got interesting in this study. As the study said, the trigger for this blood thickening process is the natural water loss of the body, which naturally comes with age. Both men and women go through this process, and as we get older, the amount of water in our bodies decreases at a rapid pace. Now, wait a second. If this process is just a natural part of getting older, then why would someone like Olivia, in the prime of her life, lose her eyesight in her 20s? It didn't make sense. But then the study quickly showed something that shocked me. As it turns out, the water loss from your blood had nothing to do with aging, as most scientists tend to believe, but it had everything to do with geography. Yes, geography is responsible for your deteriorating eyesight. As it appears, people from certain regions of the world consume higher amounts of minerals and vitamins that naturally boost the water retention in their blood. Therefore, the more liquid your blood is, the easier to reach the tiny vessels in your eyes, and the faster your iris, cornea, and optic nerve are nourished, allowing them to regenerate, and all your eyesight problems go away. The study mentioned a special compound that, taken in the right doses, is literally the solution to blindness. I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. I asked my friend, whatever happened with this study? He said that the study was abandoned about a year after they started it. I said, why abandon it? That's the greatest study ever performed on the human eye. He said, well, that was the time the FDA approved the first laser for LASIK surgery. I said, you mean they ignored this organic compound that's the actual solution to vision loss in favor of an eye-damaging surgery that causes eye swelling, glare, light sensitivity, depression, and ultimately blindness? He said, yes, basically. You know how it works. All too well, was all I could respond. This organic compound works better than anything you've seen on the market. You don't need to take it for the rest of your life. It naturally equilibrates the composition of blood and counteracts eye shrinkage, filling it with rich nutrients and vitamins. Now, even though this study was halted, I knew it was my job to pick it up where they left off. Maybe this was the reason I got into this industry in the first place. To find not a way, but a solution. The solution that nature is waiting on us to discover. The solution was right here the entire time. And it's almost free. The first one to experience the formula was Nathan Smith. He was suffering from a rare condition that caused his eyes to shut down in a matter of weeks. Mainstream thinking had it that he would never, ever be able to see again. He was 38 years old. He was depressed. He used to be a top-tier lawyer before this mess happened to him. He wanted me to give him laser surgery. I said, not until you try this. We gave him the super cocktail, according to the parameters we discovered in our tests. He thought it sounded strange, but he obliged. Soon afterwards, I got an email from him with this picture attached. I couldn't believe it either. I asked for a picture of his test results. This turned his entire life around. He started going into court again. He now has won a widely mediatized lawsuit for a well-renowned TV star. He started picking up baseball again. He is a new person. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But in truth, From my experience, you need to be able to see with your own eyes for life to be beautiful. And here's the beauty of it. With the Super Cocktail, you don't need to let anyone cut into your eyes. You don't need to wear those torturous glasses 18 hours a day. You don't need to pour those annoying eye drops every 2 hours, or do eye exercises, or change your diet, or improve all your health. You just have one thing to take, and it takes less than a minute. Now here's something you didn't know. Those messages are just the tip of a very large iceberg. We have them pouring in from every part of the country, and yes, every part of the world. We try to catalog all of them here, but they are literally coming in too fast to put on the website, and it all happens because we put this solution inside a supplement capsule, an all-natural solution that anyone can take at home. We called it Eagle Eye X20. This solution has helped thousands already. A product like no other, because it gets to the root of the problem. It's all natural, and it's one time, which means you won't have to buy anything else from us again. You cannot find a vision repair product that has all these benefits, because it simply doesn't exist. We are the first to bring this to market, and by the looks of it, we'll be the only ones for quite some time. So now it's time to ask yourself, 1 year from now, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person still asking everyone around you for help to read the menu, fearing that eventually they'll get tired of being around you? Or do you want to be the one reading stories to your grandchildren and being the rock of the family until a ripe old age? The one whose spouse respects and looks up to in all situations, knowing there is nothing you can't solve, or the one barely able to figure out your way to the bathroom in the morning. And when I talk about these dreams, they really aren't dreams at all. These are real results, as I'll explain in a moment. This is really happening. A new era in your life is about to begin. Greater than what you've ever experienced before. You will have every person you know crowding around you like you're a celebrity and asking how you did it. But you will be the only one who knows the secret solution to crystal clear 20/20 vision. Now there is one thing that may worry you. You might be wondering about the price of this product. So let me just turn that question back to you. What would you be willing to pay to know you'll never find yourself in the ophthalmologist's office with a $300 lens prescription in your hand every other month? Really think about that. Would you pay $500? $1,000? Personally, I would pay more. Any sane person would. This is your eyes we're talking about here. So, could I charge that much? Absolutely. And I'd have people lining up. But the truth is, I'm not here to make money myself. I'm sort of retired now, and I'll be just fine. I'm here to make an impact. I'm here to make a dent in an industry filled to the brim with lies and misinformation. And I'm here to create another success story for my portfolio, your success story. So even though industry experts are telling me that it's easily a $397 product, we first decided to charge half of that, bringing the price down to $197. But then I decided I don't want anyone to miss out because of the price, and we both know times are tough, especially these days with all the things going on in the world. So Eagle Eye X20 is now just $97. But hold up, because during the first days of our online launch, we are allowing you to get in at an even lower price, bringing you down to $69 for a bottle of Eagle Eye X20. Look below at the order button to see if this early bird price is still in effect at this time. When the early bird price ends, we go back to $99. And here's something important. I'm going to make this entire deal even better than it is, because I've seen how depressing it is to witness your vision getting weaker by the day and feel completely powerless about it. I'm going to give you a package discount on 6 bottles of Eagle Eye X20. You can get them for only $49 per bottle and free shipping for as long as the supply lasts. Once we run out of stock, the discount is gone forever. So click the 6-bottle package below or any other package you want to secure your order now. 3 bottles might be enough to unclog your tiny blood vessels and repair that 20/20 vision. However, 6 bottles could also supercharge night vision, increase focus and mental acuity, and keep you away from headaches, constant fatigue, dizziness, and senior moments. I know with this price we've made it easy for you to jump on board and start getting results with Eagle Eye X20. And right now, I'm going to make it impossible for you to say no. That's because of our special guarantee, which is unlike any guarantee you'll ever get from any eye care product in the industry. They would simply go out of business if they had to defend this guarantee. That means you have 60 days to try our product. And after 60 days, if you don't see the results you're looking for, or you want your money back for any reason at all, you don't have to explain yourself. You get your money back in your account with no questions asked. We're coming to a close, and it's time for you to make a decision. You have a simple choice to make. You can do nothing, and your eyesight, along with your confidence, will keep fading, like an old picture of Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future, and your life, in general, will continue on a downward slide. Your spouse will no doubt get tired of assisting you at every step as time goes on, and the same thing will be true for any other people you have in your life, because the naked truth is that you're the one who is responsible for your life. Nobody else is. You can go down that road, or you can choose to join thousands of people who are throwing their glasses to the trash can right now and enjoying every minute of freedom and dignity. They have bright faces and bright futures. Futures that look up, not down. In my opinion, you deserve to be part of that. I believe it's time to take your life back. It's hard enough as it is, without a pair of Coke bottle glasses on your nose. This may come as shocking, but I'll tell you this. If you don't do this, a year from now, when you wake up in the morning and you can't get dressed by yourself, and your spouse has lost any interest in you, you're going to think back to this video, and you're going to know that things could have been different. Getting your vision back is a great blessing. It's up to you to bring that blessing into your life. It's easy when I show you the way. All it takes is a small investment today that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. So make your decision. Here's what you need to do to get started. Select the 6-bottle package or any package you want. Click the order button below and secure your order. Fill in the details on the next page, and we'll rush Eagle Eye X20 directly to your home in just a few days from now. So click the button now and secure your package. And together, let's get your eyes well. And if you have any doubts, here's the answer. Don't say yes, just say maybe. Click the button and just give it a try. If you want to know what it's like to be the only person with perfect vision without glasses or lenses, even in their 80s, then do it now. You'll never know how it would feel to have perfect eye health if you don't try. Click the button, fill your details in on the next page, and I'll see you on the other side. I know there's that little voice inside of you saying, push this off to another day, or I just don't know if it's for me. It's the same voice that has kept you from all your dreams. There's always tomorrow, or when I have money, or when I feel like it. Well, you know something? I've learned that the perfect moment will never come. The moment of success is a moment you need to create. And I believe that for you, this is the moment. If you don't do this now, next time when you come back to this page, this video might be gone forever, and you've seen the results. You'll never find a product that gives you the results like this one, no matter how far and how hard you look. This is meant to be. You came to this page for a reason, not just to spend 20 minutes watching a video and leaving. So make this experience meaningful. Take a chance on your new life. If you risk nothing, you get nothing. And here, there's really no risk at all. So hit that button now. Hit it well and fill out the form. And I'll see you on the other side with a very special announcement.